An emergency call turned into a miracle for a firefighter. He met his daughter. Jess Hogan, a mom of 5 from Manhattan, Kansas, was set to deliver baby number 6 on July 2017, but she didn't make it past the emergency room hallway. When Hogan's water broke in the middle of the night, her husband rushed her to the hospital and they just barely made it into the ER before the baby started to arrive, while Hogan was still standing. Maxwell Alexander was born on the floor in the ER, less than 5 minutes after Hogan's water broke at home. What makes the story even more incredible is that a photographer was there to document the entire thing. Tammy Karen of Little Leaping Photography photographed the unbelievable delivery from the moment Hogan took her pants off because she felt the baby crowning to when the baby first entered the world. Karen recently shared the photos on Facebook with Hogan's permission to demonstrate the beauty of birth even when things do not go remotely as planned. Baby Maxwell was perfectly healthy, weighing in at 6 pounds 7 ounces. "It was my craziest birth, but also the most perfect," Hogan told Scary Mommy. "It was not at all what I had planned, but it ended without any intervention, with a healthy baby and amazing support people by our sides. It was beautiful, and I'll forever love every memory of it." Maxwell's pregnancy was much like his delivery, not at all what I thought it would be. "From the very beginning, it was unpredictable to say the least," Jessica wrote in a blog post on Tammy's website. Jessica had been feeling contractions for days with no sign of the baby prior to Maxwell's speedy birth. But with her unborn son, her 6th child, Jessica was sure she would know when it was time for him to arrive. "I should know these things, right?" she wrote. "The pain wasn't troubling me too badly. I kept telling myself I would just know if this was the real thing." But then Jessica woke at night to a strange, long contraction. "It wasn't incredibly painful, but it caused me enough discomfort that I felt around in the dark for my husband and said, 'Travis, I think this is it,'" she recalled. Then she felt her water break. "I scurried off the edge of the bed, hurried to the bathroom in shock, and said, 'Oh God, we're not going to make it. We're going to have this baby at home,'" Jessica wrote. "The contraction went from uncomfortable to painful in a blink. I had somehow managed to make it to the bathroom before my ruptured waters made any mess, something I'm admittedly still pretty proud of and mystified by. But standing in the bathroom, it felt like that contraction that woke me was never going to end. My husband assured me we would make it to the hospital. I cried that there was no way I could move, but he said he would get me to the car. He disappeared for what felt like an eternity, but in reality was maybe 5 minutes. In that time, my contractions were on top of each other. I was certain things were moving fast. I wasn't sure just how fast, but I knew we did not have long." With her husband extremely calm, the pair drove to hospital with Jessica on her knees in the car. "I could feel the baby moving down quickly with each contraction," she explained. "Luckily for us, it was 3 a.m. and the roads were empty our entire drive." But as the couple neared the last turn, Jessica knew the baby was coming. "Our son took a moment to cry, then he went very calm," Jessica wrote. "As it turns out, this is just his demeanor so far. It was a bit scary only because he was so incredibly bruised from his entrance, but then he let out several more cries as they rubbed his back." It was only then that Jessica was taken to the delivery ward.